Hello there, my name is 𝐾𝐞𝐤𝐞. Let's talk Ghana Premier League, and it was a game of saves as Black Star stalwart Benjamin Asare stood in between the fortunes of Dreams FC from running away with the maximum 3 points into Dreamland. Asare made crucial saves while Dreams FC forward and captain John Entry and Abdul Razak Salifu yelled into the realms of heaven. Why? Asking that question, and many attempts at goal, while they still believe lads normally went on the counter attack in their Matchday 19 encounter played at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium on Friday. And youngster, 17-year-old Rahman Osman, who was inspired before the match, also made great saves, including a 1v1 situation against Mohamed Hussein earlier in the first half. So the Phobians, having dominated the game, had several glorious chances to bury the game in the first half but failed to utilize them. Dreams FC, they came back better in the second half and had a fair share of possession, and then Razak then hit the back of the net, stretching Asare in a post on the 52nd minute, but that was flagged offside. And so that game it ended 0-0, and then it was handled by the people's referee Moro Idrisu, all the way from Kumasi. So despite the several changes that was made, out of Folk, they got neutralized by Dreams FC, while the share of the spoils became the second for us in 5 matches and then the first for Dreams FC. Here is Masood Didi Dramani.
We knew that in many of the occasions they were going to sit back and catch and try to go on the transitional part. We try to control those ones. Sometimes you are able to do that, sometimes you might not be able to do that. We also knew they were very strong with their set pieces, just as we are also strong in. And so these were areas that we really worked at, and then we knew we could control those moments. But we knew we were going to have more spells on the ball, and then we're going to create some moments, best moments, and then we have always been more concerned about making the right decisions at key moments of the game. And I think that we look very, very more room to improve in terms of that aspect. Absolutely, no coach will be happy when you create chances, not opportunities, chances, and then the decisions we make in those moments look so shambolic. And I think that we need to improve in these aspects. I know that it's work in progress, but I think that we need to keep some consistency and be able to sustain in the industry. Honestly, I don't really care where we play. I approach every game just as the others have been, and so normally it's difficult to tell what I tell my players if this game is an away game. I don't tell my players anything. I only tell my players that we are preparing against a team, and I don't care whether it's a home game or an away game. Everywhere you can win, and so everywhere you can play. These days it's not like those periods when we didn't have a good playing pitches, and now the pitches are through the club licensing, all pitches are assessed and then are ascertained and then are approved. And so I don't really care whether it's a home game or it's an away game. I think that we've learned from this that we need to continuously be humble more, and then continue to improve, and then to grow the team.
For the fans, they are disappointed.
Yeah, I think that we could hear them, and then we could feel their anxiety, and we could feel their curiosity, waiting for when that decisive moment will come, just a goal will come. But I think that we appreciate them coming. For us, the win is not ours, the win is theirs, and so they should keep coming. They should keep believing in what we have. They should keep believing in the team. They should keep believing in what we are trying to build, and then we will improve and grow together as a team. And so their role is just to continuously support us once we stay on the grass pitch to improve the team's performances, and then we can improve the results and outcomes.
Can you promise them you can ask and push up and then possibly win it?
I think that I don't promise. I try to do my very best, and what we are doing is our very, very best. If there was any other best anywhere, I would have borrowed, but I think there's no any best than this best, and so we'll keep doing that. Unfortunately, in football, it's not a matter of just I did some finishing, I did some defensive work, and then it ends there. No, you have to continuously do it and remain consistent and believe in what you are doing, so that it becomes you improve it becomes a definite habit, and I think that we need to improve these aspects.
I think in this era of football, if you don't win, it's the same as you didn't play. So when you come out winning, you tell the fans and everybody come out with a different approach. But when you lose a game or when you draw a game, there's nothing like I played well. Okay, you played well. What was the result? You drew. Yeah, so Paku also shared few words there. Meanwhile, Dreams FC, they did not make a single substitution in the players, but they made some tactics. They made changes in tactics, and then Winfred Dormon, he manages Dreams FC, and he shared these words after the match.
Well, it was a very, very eventful game, a tough game to call. It made it pass, especially the first half. To be fair, has were on top in terms of the possession and the creation of chances. But our goalkeeper was excellent. The back three, together with the double pivot, and then were able to adapt to all the segments of the game. I.e., when we were out of possession, then the second half we did 1 or 2 adjustments. We didn't change the personnel, but we changed the entire shape, and we played one of the best games in the second half. We had lion's share of possession. We created a lot of chances, but Benjamin Asare really stood in between the sticks. So overall, it was a good game, but I'm disappointed that we couldn't score. In the last 3-4 games, Dreams FC has been a higher scoring team, but today we could not score. But we managed to pick a valuable away point. We can only look forward to the next game. Of course, the players were playing to the strategy, they were playing to my instructions, and the way they were playing, with the ball, without the ball, there was no need to make any substitution. Yes, you do the substitution when it's necessary. But in this game, as far as we are concerned, there was no need for us to do any substitution because all the players were playing to instructions. Yes, House of Hope did 5 of changes. Of course, I'm not a coach. Their perspective, they know why. But all the players really played to instructions. And kudos to Don Entry. I mean, considering his age and the level at which he played, he was more or less like a second coach on the field. I mean, the performance was commendable, but very disappointed that we couldn't score.
So the pressure, go on the counter, what are you expecting?
Yeah, we decided to play through the various blocks. The low block, the mid block, the high block, and that was a strategy. And that's why House of Hope the second half, they look a bit confused because sometimes you see us sitting, sometimes you see us play on the counter, sometimes you see us, play high line. They play to instructions, we open them up, especially from the side. Good balls were coming into the box. Razak, that young chap, 18 years, was managed to connect our 3 headers. But yeah, Benjamin Asare really stood in between, really showed that he's Black Stars number 1. Kudos to him, to be fair.
Sharing words of motivation given him by Benjamin Asare, youngster Rahman Osman touched on his preparation before the Phobia game. He also answered a question we asked him on the 1v1 situation, which he got intact.
I've never played against them, and this is my first time. So I'm meeting one of the biggest keepers in Africa, Benjamin Asare. So it was a bit of confidence in me to show that I can also compete.
At the end of the game, I saw you going to him. What did you tell him?
He told me to keep it up. Yeah, he's a top keeper. He told me to keep it up, and maybe one day I'll also be like him.
1v1, you were able to save that ball. What went into that?
We've been training with the goalkeepers of Ghana national team. Coach Fatah Dauda. Every time he come, he always try doing the 1v1 because this is one of the goals they scored me at Kotoko. So when he came, he always emphasized on the 1v1s, not to panic, to have full confidence and stay on the feet and make a big save. So when the ball was coming, I didn't panic because we have been learning it at training, so I didn't panic.
So remember, we are proudly brought to you by Codex Computers. They give you computers and all your IT solutions. Just call 0256599885. Humble Brothers Media. They do everything you want when it comes to your digital printing, your receipts and everything. Just locate them in La, just 100 meters away from 𝐾𝐤𝐿. You never regret doing that. Call the lines on your screen and then just contact Humble Brothers Media. Virtuous Eats, they give you yummy finger-licking meals. I tell you, if you are tired of cooking, just call them. They will give you fantastic meals. You can try their shito out and then you will never regret doing that. So their contact is also on your screens right now. So let's look at some other results in the Ghana Premier League match day 19. Saturday matches saw Gold Stars, they shared the scores as well, 0-0 with 𝐭𝐚𝐤𝐿 Kotoko at the BBNE Dance Park, and Vision FC, they sat home and lost 2-1 to leaders Medeama SC. On Sunday, Nations FC, they beat Aduana FC by 1-0, whereas Chelsea, the one from Brekum, not the Blues, they managed a 0-0 draw game against Sweden All Blacks. FC Samate's previous league champions, they went all the way to Aliyu Mahama Sports Stadium at the north, and then they beat Karaila United by a single goal. Holy Stars, they defeated 𝐵𝐶𝐻𝑒m United by 2-1 at home, and then Heart of Lions, they secured a 1-0 win over bottom side 11 Wonders at the Pando Park. 𝐿𝐿 United, they picked a point at Wenchi, a 2-2 game against Young Apostles. So the table for the Ghana Premier League after match day 19, it has Medeama SC on top with 40 points. Gold Stars following with 33 points. Kumasi Asante Kotoko is third with 32 points. Aduana fourth with 32 points. Atofok also with 32 points. Before Samates comes with 31 points. Heart of Lions, Karaila United and Dreams FC complete the first half of the table, 7th, 8th and 9th with 27, 25 and 24 points respectively, while Sweden All Blacks and Nations FC, they share same points, 24 in that order. Holy Stars, they are 12th with 23 points, whereas Vision FC, Young Apostles and 𝐵𝐶𝐻EM United are all with 22 points apiece. The bottom three relegation positions has Brekum, Chelsea, 𝐿𝐿 United and 11 Wonders with 20 points, 19 points and 9 points accordingly after 19 matches. Interesting week 19 matches. Let's see what week 20 has for us. We will be yet at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Legon, to witness 11 Wonders FC play Accra Asofok. Stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. We'll be giving you what will happen, plus highlights and reactions from the Legon Stadium. A lot of people call it, but let me say congratulations to Senegal. They won it, the AFCON. Ghana, what are we doing? What are we doing? We did not go to this AFCON. We are going to World Cup, and many believe that we are going to leave the World Cup. Well, let's see what will happen when we go to World Cup 2026. But yes, again, congrats to Sadio Mane. He led Senegal, the Teranga Lions, to win AFCON. We are all excited in West Africa, and we are excited for them. But here at TalksenseSports, we'll be giving you everything when it comes to our table. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. My name is 𝐒𝐿𝐿. Sports is always my passion. See you.